The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. And once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. the rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. That's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
It's a very long conclusion. Also, good job. It's a very long conclusion, but it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
She didn't complete her objective.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic.
Yep.
But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
Yeah, really. Monosuke kind of ruined it.
Cracked it wide open.
Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Hey, Monodum. You're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The increasing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
Alright.
Time to vote.
Time to vote Kirumi.
Kaede, I did it.
Time to vote Kirumi. I mean, I will say, it is kind of painful to have to press this. The only time you had to do that in the second game was for Chiaki. Meanwhile, in this case...
It's everyone.
No, you have to do it every time.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Please wait.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Is it going to be unanimous?
That's the real question.
No.
It's not. Somebody voted for Kokichi.
You mean Shuichi?
Nah.
You're really tired.
Shuichi.
No, you're really tired. That's what you
Who
are.
Who voted for us?
Chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice? Or the
Who voted for Shuichi?
Kaito or Kirumi?
Kirumi probably did. I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
Tojo! That's her last name, get it?
Oh, look at how well I did in every single Flash trial.
The retries.
Shut up, it's fine.
Still got an A.
I still got an A. I still ended up getting an A on everything. How?
Yep, because stupidness.
How? Why normal?
Because it's making you do normal? I don't know.
It was
You
on
have
mean.
it set to mean. I'm confuzzled.
Weird.
The fuck game?
Okay, then.
Like, we checked every time to make sure it was on mean.
Yes. We checked before the fucking trial this time. You voted correctly! What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome! Except we kind of predicted it and expected it from the beginning.
You predicted it and expected it before you even investigated.
The Blacken who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid!
No, it's Toho, remember?
Toho?
Yeah, Toho. That's how I pronounced it.
You're bad. Phew, thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again.
You gotta be kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all. Why? Why did it have to be Kirumi?
Yeah.
Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
How can you be so calm about it?
No way.
But Gonteno can believe it. Kirumi was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirumi is also culprit?
This is true.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us?
The truth is...
Is that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom!
Damn it.
Hey Kirumi, tell me, why? You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forests we call home and pollute the rivers we drink from because bears.
Yes.
I'll never forgive humans.
No way!
But is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice. Shut up! Enough with the commentary already!
Say,
Well, Kirumi, were your feelings towards us simply a falsehood?
No.
Can't be. Say it ain't so. That was just another lie too.
no.
I don't think so. I still believe Kirumi cares about us.
And how would you know?
I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. You can't say for certain,
That is exactly what a detective would say. Kirumi, are you upset? Because of the people important to you? You mean, like, the motive video? So Kirumi watched hers after all? Earlier, Kirumi mentioned she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video?
Called it.
So did I. Sort of.
What's wrong?
No, you called it that Ryoma requested her to kill him.
I called it that someone requested that she get out of there or kill someone.
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I had to tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Regret.
I am a baby.
Regret?
Now. Damn. Spit it out already, otherwise we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kirumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well then, if you're all so desperate to know,
I shall take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything.
Well, you know.
No more lies then. You better just tell us the truth, please, and thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I understand.
That is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video.
As I thought, you did indeed watch your video.
Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you and your... Alright, fess up. One of you did it. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hands if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone.
If you did trade with anyone, how'd you see your motive video?
Hey!
Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video.
You mean she had her own motive video from the start?
Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
What's going on?
That's not possible! Monokuma, what the hell's going on? You mean... You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Yeah, don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos. No, Monodam did.
No, not Monodam.
No, I didn't.
Monosuke again.
Huh?
They did. They all did.
Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you come screw up again?
Not supposed to?
Dumbass!
It's all Monophanie's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. I didn't know. Monotawa should have checked the names too. Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out any videos.
It was my fault.
Yeah?
What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No matter, damn, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Hey,
It's not your fault, kids. It's my fault for forgetting.
Hey.
Thank goodness.
What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid.
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
He's dead.
well now.
He's dead next. I'm calling it.
I mean, I called it from the very beginning of the chapter.
I didn't.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see.
I see. Monokubs merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
I'm sure luck played a real significant factor into this whole thing anyway.
Oh, I see.
So what, you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you?
Hey!
What?
I was trying to get back into the voice without, like, saying anything.
What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together?
That's right.
has thought to be much better.
Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again.
Yeah.
So let me do that voice.
Sure.
How thorough of you. Yet I suppose it is better that way. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kirumi had spoken, the Monocles began playing the video. I wonder who it was. I'm really curious.
Alright! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day.
Oh yeah, wasn't she the maid for the president or something like that?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that was one of the things that was being mentioned.
She was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients.
Right.
The Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to
make this country great again
and transferred all his authority to her.
Really? Are you fucking serious? The Prime Minister of Tokyo.
I have lost all respect for this Prime Minister character. Make this country great again.
It can't. It's too
real, game.
It's not that it's too real. It's not that it's too real. It's the fact that
no one suspected
that was
the
recent.
Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country.
I don't give a shit that it's too real. It's the fact that it was this recent.
And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom.
The most impending doom is the disease where
tragedy.
The disease where children lose their noses to anime.
Yep.
Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task.
That looks like the grandparents from
requests
Kaito's
that
video.
only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
That must have been the tragedy. It should have been.
Huh? It can't be.
What?
The hell? The Prime Minister?
Yes.
Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video. Remembered?
They're remembering.
Please, hold on. That video is true?
What is this?
That's ridiculous! There's no way Kirumi's really the Prime Minister!
I do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I'm Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid and the most important people to me.
This is my selfless devotion.
All the citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past. But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis.
Is it the tragedy?
I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
Again, it's maid.
Not...
The country was ruled over by a maid.
Everyone's room was clean as hell.
That was
law. She wrote, your room must be clean at 2 p.m.
the room,
every day.
No, it was the Room Cleanliness Act.
Every day at 2 p.m. you had a mandatory 3 hours of cleaning your room.
No, I feel like I imagine it being where there will be like mandatory checks to see if your room has been cleaned, and it will be like
Like, the
monthly.
government just storms your house, FBI breaks on your door, whatever they have in place. The
And make
FBI
sure your
is
room
like,
is clean.
Is your room clean?
And if your room's not clean, then you're gonna...
confusing the shit out of me, cause this makes no sense.
No, wrong voice.
Gotta take a dump. That's what it says. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even shitting you.
You're really confusing the shit out of me. Cause this makes no sense and I gotta take a dump.
I'm not shitting with you.
I see. So Kirumi was the real Prime Minister, running the country behind the scenes. How can you seriously believe that a high schooler could be the Prime Minister?
I've seen weirder shit in TV shows.
But this is supposed to be real life, Joe. You know, real life.
You really don't get it.
Yes, with talking teddy bears.
I don't think in odds that... I don't think it's odds that an Ultimate's level talent could be that powerful.
He's literally the leader of something.
I mean, Keyboy's talents lets him pretend to be a human, even though he's a heartless little robot.
How rude. I am not pretending. I'm just still learning. Like Data from Star Trek.
The only one. But, yeah, no, why didn't he bring up...
Continue
That's
your
the line.
thought.
That's the line. Why didn't he bring up the fact that his ultimate is literally the supreme leader of a secret organization?
I was aware of Kirumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister? Then Kirumi really is Prime Minister? She hold burden of country's future?
Actually,
The motive video aside, Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
yoo-hoo!
I get that Kirumi is really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? With our memories lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate
That
Hunt?
is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hunt.
The Ultimate Hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation. God, at least they don't call it the biggest, most epic, most tragic, most fucking worthless event in human history.
Because the tragedy was called worthless in any of the Danganronpa games.
It's an exaggeration.
You want to read your fucking line,
dunderhead.
Tenko?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I'm here inside the end wall. That's why I needed to know. I needed to know that the most important people in my life were safe.
This is my selfless devotion.
Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation. But they're citizens of this nation!
My apologies.
You killed a citizen of this nation to make sure they're all safe. That's why I needed to escape.
If so...
Why, because Monokuma said that you were the only ones left?
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation who Monokuma said are dead?
But if those are the options, of course you'd pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. I almost said outstake there.
Yeah, outsteak out there. Outback Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse is the main, is the rest of the country.
And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? I mean, everyone outside dies because Kirumi is dead.
Why?
Doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? What will you do?
Wait!
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity?
You know, how many people live in this country? Like 100 million easily.
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the
Is that
mastermind
better?
is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
The fuck, Monodam.
Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power.
Nothing is beyond your power? What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible he could bring a disaster to a country.
He's got something hiding up his sleeve is... What's so funny?
cuz.
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway.
Shing.
If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animals that tell lies?
The only animals that can talk.
Sure. Okay, cut it out! This is serious!
Oh?
How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi?
Dang it.
Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna hard call it this time. This is taking a while, and we'll just...
Oh, Jesus.
We'll
Yeah,
just...
let's do that.
We will.
Pick it up next time.
Well, I mean, we'll have already started, like, leading into the next chapter next time. But it'll hopefully become a lot more of a...
Next time, Kirumi dies.
It'll be a lot more of a...
Spoiler alert.
Yes, spoiler alert. Spoilers for the third game. So Kirumi...
Spoiler the next episode. Kirumi's gonna die.
Kirumi's gonna die. So next time on Let's...
Spoiler, Ryoma's dead too.
So next time on Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, we are... Yeah, we're gonna kill Kirumi.
And Ryoma.
See you guys later. Take care, have a wonderful day.
Biorama! That's not the words!